Hi guys, I got some NFL news for you. So first off, let's get started. First off, the first head coach firing of the year. The Jets are firing head coach Robert Saleh, naming the defensive coordinator Jeff Albrecht interim head coach for the rest of the season. See how he does. He has a chance of being the head coach next year if he does well. Yeah, their defense has been great. He's not the problem. Their problem is they have a guy who's really good friends with Rodgers as their OC, Nathaniel Hackett. He should not be calling plays. If it wasn't for once Rodgers gone, Hackett is no longer calling plays anywhere. Because Rodgers, he's still calling plays. And since they want to make sure he's happy, they're not gonna fire him. Maybe they do this offseason, but we'll see. At least in the name of their new head coach. You see how badly that worked out for the Broncos a couple years ago. But yeah, so there's now Raiders defensive tackle Christian Wilkins is out indefinitely after undergoing surgery to repair a Jones fracture he suffered on Sunday. He will head to IR, so he is out for at least 4 more games. They don't know for sure after that, but we'll see. Either way, big loss. This Ray J. Murdy isn't good, and he was their big free agent signing this offseason. They brought him in from the Dolphins on a big deal. So yeah, but honestly, still Max Crosby. Let's see how much longer Devontae Adams is around. But yeah. The Saints quarterback Derek Carr is expected to miss multiple games with a oblique injury. Sounds like they're most likely on the go with rookie quarterback Spencer Rattler as a starter going to the future. I think it was Jake Hayner played the rest of the game once Carr went down. But Rattler, he was an emergency third quarterback, so they couldn't have played unless Hayner as well got injured. We'll see what happens there. Either way, Saints are looking terrible since they started off 2-0. So yeah, the 49ers All-Pro safety Talanoa Hufanga expected to miss about a month with a torn ligaments in his wrist. Yeah, he just came back a couple weeks ago from his season injury last year, and I just got another injury. It's extra. He's been good for them these last couple years when healthy. But that Niners defense has struggled. They don't have him for a month. They already lost Javon Hargrave for the season, so we'll see. The Eagles are releasing linebacker Devin White. He had some really good years for the Bucks, but these past couple years he's been bad. He hasn't played a single game this year with it because of injury. His former fifth overall pick in 2019 by the Buccaneers, big part of their Super Bowl win a few years ago. But yeah, he just kind of disappeared, really. And then the Patriots are benching quarterback Jacoby Brissett, and they're going to be starting rookie quarterback Drake May this week against the Texans. We'll see how they do. A lot of people are saying they shouldn't yet just because their old line has been terrible. So it's just do you really want to rush your rookie quarterback into this terrible situation where he's going to have no time to throw? The Patriots do not have any good aren't very good at weapons for him either. So let's see how he does. But yeah. And Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice season is expected to be over. It was pretty much what we kind of knew. It's just now it's official. But in positive news, Rice needs his LCL repaired, but there is a chance it's only limited to repaired. So it isn't terrible, but it's still season ending. So yeah, the Chiefs Rashee Rice is done for the year. Marquise Brown's probably out till around the playoffs. So yeah, they have Xavier Worthy, and that's really kind of it. Now my receiver, they don't really have much. And then Bengals cornerback Dax Hill is done for the season of torn ACL. He's set for this week versus the Ravens. Their defense has not been good. Now they lose one of their starting outside corners. It's a former first-round pick. He was originally drafted as safety, but they moved him more to corner this year. So yeah. And then Dolphins safety Devon Holland has suffered a broken bone in his hand during the team's win over the Patriots. Expect him to miss some time. See what happens there. This Dolphins team already has some big injuries. They're not even more injured. The Dolphins got to win, but it was against another bad team in the Patriots. It doesn't say a ton. And the Cowboys are placing wide receiver Brandon Cooks on injured reserve. So this happened before this week's game. So now he's out 3 more games. So one of those 4 games he's required to miss. He already missed. So he's out for 3 more games now. Either way, that's a big loss because they're not really having much depth at wide receiver. They're counting on Jalen Tolbert and other guys step up outside of CeeDee Lamb. And the Cardinals lineman Will Hernandez is done for the season with knee injury. I think he's their starting right guard. I know he's one of their starting guards. I think he's the right guard. Could be wrong. But yeah, he's been fine. He's been all right for them, but their line hasn't been great either. So yeah. The Vikings running back Aaron Jones' hip is considered week to week, but Kevin O'Connell, their head coach, came on and said it won't be. It doesn't. He doesn't think it's gonna be a long term injury, which is good. They are going to their bye week, so he's got an extra week, and then they face the Lions week 7. It's a big game in division. Two teams are looking pretty good right now. So yeah, because you could tell their running game was not looking very good once Jones went down in early in the second quarter, and they had to count on Chandler. Then we got a lot of Steelers injury news. So first, start off with running back Terrell Patterson, ankle. It's been ruled out for week 6 per Mike Tomlin. Then one of their other running backs, Jaylen Warren, knee is not expected to play this week as well per Tomlin. Then linebacker Nick Herbig, hamstring, has also been ruled out for week 6 per Tomlin. Then outside linebacker Alex Highsmith, groin, has been ruled out this week as well. Alex Highsmith, he's missed a few weeks now. Patterson and Warren both missed last week. So yeah, their Steelers are doing a lot of injuries. Sounds like they might start Russ if he's fully healthy this week. We'll see how that goes. And Seahawks linebacker Tuna Owusu expected to place on injured reserve due to a thigh injury he suffered in Sunday's loss to the Giants, per NFL Network insider Mike Garoppolo. So he missed the first few weeks of the season due to injury. Now he's out for at least 4 more games. So yeah. Then Panthers own lineman Austin Corbett is done for the year with torn triceps. He's not done for a year. He's done for the year with a torn triceps. So yeah, he's their starting center. Their line has not been great. Neither is their starter. Their line does not have good depth. So we'll see how Andy Dalton to start for now. We'll see if Bryce Young comes back to start eventually. We got some Bears injury news. D lineman Zach Pickens' groin will not travel to Chicago's Week 6 game again in London against the Jags. Team announced, and then safety Jaquan Brisker concussion will also not travel to London. And then DB Terrell Smith hip will also not travel to London. So yeah, obviously that means none of them are playing since they're not traveling with them. So yeah, Jaquan Brisker and Pickens are big losses. Terrell Smith doesn't really play a lot, but yeah. The Texans wide receiver Nico Collins is week to week with a hamstring injury he suffered in Sunday's win over the Bills, per their head coach DeMeco Ryans. It's a big loss. He's been having a really good year. So yeah. And then Colts right guard Will Fries has been placed on injured reserve after suffering a broken tibia in Sunday's loss in Jacksonville. I couldn't see any news saying if he was for sure done this season or not, but obviously he's at least for 4 more weeks. And 49ers kicker Jake Moody has a high ankle sprain. He'll miss at least a few weeks, per their head coach Kyle Shanahan. They haven't signed a new kicker yet, but obviously if he's going to miss a few weeks, they need a new kicker because they can't go into the game without a kicker. Just ask the Giants a few weeks ago against the Commanders. They probably would have won that game if they had a kicker. That was different since they didn't have a kicker for pretty much the whole game, but still. Yeah, guys, that's it for this NFL news. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a good night.